Back in September, I was joined by Brant from the Armchair Dragoons, as well as the legend himself, for a field trip up to Noble Knight Games in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. The CEO of Noble Knight, Dan Leeder, was kind enough to provide us with both a tour and an interview. This video today is the tour. The interview with Dan will be coming soon.
Yeah, so this is our gameplay space. It's filled most nights of the week. The weekend, it'll start filling up here pretty soon. It's only 10:45 in the morning right now.
A lot of tables here too, and you've got miniatures tables for the look at that.
Display cases here. So yeah, a lot of miniature games get played around here. Warhammer 40K and Batman miniature game and all sorts
There's
of
a Batman miniature game? I'm not surprised, really, if I'm thinking about it for 2 seconds, but okay.
Has a miniature game. All sorts of minis games. And then, we got a lot of role-playing game groups, Magic, Pokemon.
Got a substantial games library here as well.
Free games library. Come in, you want to try a game. Most of those we have in stock.
How much of the regular gaming audience here are students coming down from the university?
Definitely some, yeah. As they're moving in the store.
Gary throws and stuff.
I've dropped this thing a dozen times, and I've only had it for like a week and a half. So
the store has all of our categories on our website are in the store as well. So we've got board games, role-playing games, war games, sort of miniatures, miniature games, paint supplies, Magic, Pokemon. They're all represented.
and we got the Magic cards and Pokemon cards and other cards.
Pokemon and other games are over here. Magic's on the display cases over there.
You guys do a lot of business with the cards? Well, I imagine the answer is yes.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, Pokemon. There's a lot of people that play Pokemon. A lot of kids are into Pokemon. A lot of people play Pokemon. A lot of people collect it for just having the cards. That are
Sure.
Yeah, it's our family collection over here.
Well, are some themed candles and stuff? I noticed the D&D themed coffee last time we were here, which I thought was something I had never imagined possible.
We have our kiosks here. We got 4 kiosks.
Oh, cool.
So people that come in the store, you can browse not just what's in the store, but what's in the warehouse too. Obviously, most of our inventory is in the warehouse.
I think that's newish, isn't it? I'm not sure you guys had that last time we were here, but that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, we've had these since we started.
Okay.
We had 2, and then we've expanded it to have 4.
Okay.
The RPG sections over here.
Ah, yes,
we
we've
fancy stuff in the fancy dice cases over here.
So we nod over here.
yeah, we have already.
Statues and stuff up here.
Lots
of those in inventory.
Then there's all this RPG stuff, which obviously there isn't enough Traveler out here, but I know you've got it,
We've got lots of travelers.
so I am aware.
Yeah.
Who
cares about travel?
I have a list of things that I am walking out of here with too. So, that's my thing with miniatures. Is I might joke about being allergic to them. I just don't have time to deal with the miniatures.
Some of it's time, some of it's patience.
It's got some. We didn't actually see this stuff. Here's the restrooms. So that's an important convenience that they've got here. Tons of sleeves and other card accessories.
Yeah. And this is the Magic
but
section.
not that one. It's the regular one.
Singles, booster packs, decks.
Not the extended.
What's all this stuff? Magic the Gathering stresses me out.
Yeah.
You know why? I bet you do know why. I had a mixed alpha beta set.
Oh, okay.
That would have bought my house.
Right.
For what that stuff goes for now. And I thought I did great when I dumped it a couple years later.
Right.
No.
Offloading Magic stuff.
I probably could have paid for Gen Con of what I got out of my stuff too, but what I would get out of that stuff today is absolutely absurd.
Yes.
So, that of course is the original Shadowrun logo art.
Yep.
Ooh, look at
this
this
is
stuff.
called our timeless treasure. So we've got expensive limited edition modules and hard to find out of print games. We got a lot of painted miniatures over here, which are really cool.
Ooh, look at that Divine Right too.
That's the 25th anniversary.
Is
That's
it
not the original one.
Okay.
But okay, so I'm curious.
I may be an
I've got
acquiring.
3 of those big boxes plus the black.
They're actually worth having for the props alone.
Oh yeah, they're totally good.
That's the intake. Really cool painted miniatures in here.
very nice painted miniatures of Dan. I don't even know what that thing is, but it's cool looking. It's very cool.
What does it say? It's a Tyranid of some sort.
Is it? They're flying? Okay, like I said, I've been out of that scene forever. So, I'm gonna stop. Right.
That's the reason.
Right.
Or the fireplace that rotates into the Scooby-Doo lair.
Do you guys have that too? Because that would be cool. I mean, it wouldn't even be surprising.
So this is where all of our office staff works, all our catalogers that work on our new items, all our curators that work on team, our trades team, all our admin staff work in the office here. So each of our catalogers and curators is assigned a cart. So they go into our incoming or shipping and receiving area. They load up their cart for the day, and they start cataloging away. So you can see that's why each cart has a name on it.
So you've got pretty much an entire team just doing the intake stuff then.
Yeah, I got a couple folks.
Or at least everybody's chipping in.
We've got our cataloging and curation team is about 20 people.
Very interesting. There's a great redoubt in there. I mentioned that on the show the other night.
Yeah. Stein all the ASL stuff back here.
Hey, they got a very nice crescendo of doom over there too. So this is a whole lot of stuff.
And then going into shipping here.
Oh my. Look at this.
In terms of not games, like books, DVDs, that kind of stuff, I mean, you saw some of the clearance game obviously, but what's the percentage of that stuff you guys have? 10%, 20%? Like, how much
Of our total inventory?
Yeah. I wouldn't think it would be that much.
As far as like novels, it's a small percentage. Yeah, DVDs, it's a very small percentage.
Yeah. I was just surprised to see anything back there in the clearance game. I was like, I didn't even know they did this.
Yeah, we don't sell a lot of books. A lot of them end up in things. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm buying 5 books out of the clearance cave.
There you go. There you go.
So I'm just trying to give you guys a hand.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, this is quite a big shipping area.
Yeah, it's a receiving area, so all our incoming from distributors and publishers comes in here. All our trades comes in. We get a couple pallets of trades every day. Our trade program really helps us. Helps facilitate that.
Yeah, and it is the world's largest game selection. I don't know that it's close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere close.
Yeah, that guy in Cleveland does not have this much stuff. And Godspeed finding it too. I'll tell you about that off camera.
So we ship 7 days a week, 2 shifts. Orders. We pride ourselves on fast shipping, so 99% of our orders ship out within 1 day.
That has been my experience.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've ever had one sit around for more than that.
Right.
So it's a flat top, all-time classic right here. Too late for that particular copy. So there's a lot of material moving out here. So, oh my.
We have it organized by letter. It's kind of like a library. Every item in the warehouse gets a unique number, and then it goes to a letter. So if you look at an item in our warehouse here,
And the letter doesn't correspond to the title of the publisher. It's arbitrary?
it's arbitrary.
Okay, that's what I
here we've
figured.
Got, let me find something interesting here. Doesn't matter. We'll pick a Terraform. Oh, here we go. Here's the other one.
As a person...
France 1944.
Very
So-
good.
So this is the unique number that goes on the item. Everything's labeled and barcoded. Everything's bagged to protect it. And then everything's just increments. The next game would be 28B. Next game after that's 29B.
Okay.
So that's how the inventory is.
As a
organized.
long-time professional warehousing guy, we actually talked about, that's a question I was curious about. Not really so much for the channel, but just personally.
Yeah, everything's one up. That helps us keep this keep the largest selection in a smaller warehouse. The negative of the way we store inventory is we have to constantly condense our inventory.
Yep.
So you can see there's holes here.
Yeah.
Whereas if we had a spot for France 1944, right, we'd have to have a bigger warehouse.
Oh, I found the traveler stuff.
So this is our part section.
Oh, yeah?
So we have extensive amount of parts. So we get games in that are incomplete, and so rather than throwing those away, we keep them. Occasionally we can, so you can see we've got flat top
So
here.
we get other incomplete.
So we haven't been able to make a complete game yet of flat top here, but maybe we have a game missing a rule book, and then we get the rule book in, and we can combine them in a complete game.
Plus, that's a tough one because that's the Battle Line flat top, and the counters are different in the Avalon Hill version.
Right.
So,
Gary, take a half a step to it.
The other thing that'll happen is someone may
Sorry, my
Someone may email in and say, "Hey, I need the counters for flat top," and we say,
Yeah.
"You're in luck. We got the counters in
Yeah.
our parts section." So,
Now that I know that,
yeah,
they may be gone in a week because I got some people that could use it.
we may make them.
victory in the box there for you.
But it's incomplete, right?
Not all of
It's
it.
incomplete. Yeah.
There's part of
Or
it.
we may catalog a game. It may be incomplete. We're not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So that customer gets the game. It's incomplete.
Yeah,
we
it
check
happens.
our parts inventory and ship it out. Make that
Yeah.
Make sure that customer got a complete game.
Yeah, I may have questions about that later, but we'll see. Because that is one I want, but
I was going to ask, does the parts rack follow the same inventory you got for the rest of the stuff? Just to
No, it's
find
not.
Things, or?
It's every box is labeled with a number. Okay. It's not as detailed, but every item catalog as detailed.
it's a Greyhawk folio down there, which is another thing I stupidly got rid of somewhere along the line. There's a lot of good stuff here.
There's another quad down there for you, Gary. There's an Island War there.
I don't need Island War.
Well, but again, these are
I know.
parts.
These are parts.
Here's the rest of the flat tops right here.
That's the other one, Hill one. The problem with flat top, in particular, is that there's no way you're getting it back in the box after you open the box. Even if you don't punch it, it's difficult to get back in the box. So it's very common for those boxes to be wrecked and for parts to be missing because there's a lot in it. So, wow,
What?
look at that, Dungeons and Dragons. White box.
The white box
I got
on the parts
to at
shelf.
least look at it. It's an older one too. It's like 5th or 6th printing at the latest. Whenever they
Purple squad leader up there.
stopped putting.
You want to go first here? Might be a cool shot.
Okay.
No.
Look at that.
Okay.
I feel
That's the
like
question we all want to ask.
I feel like Indiana Jones.
Which aisle is the Ark of the Covenant stored on?
Top men. That's my exact thought. Only top men can find the Ark of the Covenant in here. I'm going to just walk down the aisle here because
I'm going to get the picture of you guys walking down the aisle.
this is pretty cool. I knew this was going to be a highlight anyway. Oh, look at that. I'll edit the pause. There's going to be several pauses as I stop and gawp. It's like, oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
Hey, Dan, are you okay if I get a similar shot down the next aisle?
There's a calf group pipe down here. I mean, this is the world's most amazing game inventory right here, and it ain't close. So, just to give like some perspective shots of how big this warehouse is. What is the square footage on the warehouse?
The whole building's 45,000 square feet.
Okay, so, and the warehouse is a huge chunk of that.
Yes.
I do have that. I don't need that.
Boy, you would think they actually
They actually what?
do real inventory work here. Every label here.
They better, or nothing's shipping.
Most of our inventory goes in these brown inventory boxes.
Sure.
Yeah. And then we have a couple oversized sections. So this is, you happen to be standing in front of one of the oversized sections. So.
Yeah, you can see that. Some, wow, look at that. Totopoly.
Yeah. So you can see this is a larger game, so it goes here. We got some big lots and bags and collections up top.
Oh, yeah. You got a Balkan Fury down here, too, from Diffraction. Oh, and a Triplanetary, too. I might need that. I foolishly got rid of it. I shouldn't have done that. It's not technically a Traveler product, so I felt okay getting rid of it.
Until now, you want it back.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm considering getting it back. So is this, yeah, it looks like a huge chunk of this wall is oversized stuff.
Yep. That whole wall.
Yeah, I think War Room counts as oversized. Slightly. I've seen smaller coffins.
I saw the review of
I could probably just walk down every aisle of this, filming it as I go, and put like a 6-hour video together. But then I would have to edit it for 6 hours, and I don't want to do that. So this is amazing.
So this whole row is play mats. So
Oh,
the
really?
bottom section is is short play mats. So what did I pick up here? The Battle for Justinian.
Okay,
And then up here we've got your big play mats.
that's a big
Big
playmat.
4-foot play mats. So the top is all 4-foot big play mats and smaller play mats down below. I'll let you walk first.
This is playmats for stuff I didn't even know existed, to be completely honest about it. I'm not even kidding. A lot of D&D playmats, obviously. The inventory on this Do you guys do like an annual physical inventory, or do you do like a cycle count, or how do you reconcile inventory issues?
We do inventories on a regular basis.
Okay.
We're starting one here.
Full inventories?
Yep, full inventory.
I would not. I cannot.
quite-
you guys
that's
should
quite
not
the
hire
time.
me. I would get nothing done. I'd be like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, I love this. Oh my God, I gotta have that.
Yeah, and this is more oversized section here.
Very impressive. This is bigger than the last warehouse I ran. Even just the warehouse part of it, which was nuts and bolts and hardware and stuff like that.
Right.
There's a fire in the east over here. So I mean, I can't even like call out the cool stuff because there's too much cool stuff. I'll be here till 7 p.m.
No, you won't, because Dan's going to kick you out when it's leave.
Well, you don't have to be
Slept
here
in the
till
parking lot
7
last
p.m.
night.
There's
You
some
can
more
sleep here
SPF
till the game
flats.
tonight.
I was kidding about that. We actually did get a hotel. That whole sleeping in the car and sleeping on the floor thing, we're all well past that age. No, thank you.
Yeah, but they made me sleep on the sofa bed.
Well, I'm sorry that you got to sleep on the sofa bed for your complimentary hotel stay. You know why you got the sofa bed? Because I'm covering for you. So yeah, this is just amazing.
Need a mind flare?
Holy cow.
Is that like a
It's
wow?
a trophy plaque that you hang on a wall. We've got one in the store. I can show you.
That is insane.
How'd you end up with all of that?
I think my wife would object if I put that above the fireplace, but I'm not positive.
Oh, my
So
wife
you'd be
ass.
surprised at the stupid shit that I buy that she ends up endorsing. I'm like calling from Origins, honey, do we need a dungeon map shower curtain? And she's like, yeah, okay, fine, go ahead and buy it. So you guys probably have that too. So I might be bringing that home.
The one thing I got my wife to buy off on wasn't there when I went back looking for it the next Origins, and that was the dude that was doing the dragon sculptures that had the bent dragons. It was a bent cover that had a couple of dragons crawling out of it. And she
You have no idea how difficult it is to walk through these aisles and not stop every second and a half saying, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. I need that. Oh my goodness.
I'm like, Garrett, it's just sort of the eyes are starting to
Every kind of game you can imagine is in this warehouse.
So I got
And several that you or I have not yet imagined.
Yeah.
Looks like we got mostly supplies down here.
I could totally buy it. Like, I absolutely get it.
Yeah, so we've got our oversize in different sections.
More oversized stuff.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is a lot of big foam cases and like lots stuff.
These
like
are the
that.
shelves you and I would be on, is oversized.
Yes.
Here's a
Plush.
You mentioned an ASL collection. Like here's a Game of Thrones collection, for example.
Oh, okay.
Where you can get,
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you guys do lots. You sell lots too.
yeah.
And ASL is notorious for getting sold in lots
Well,
because
a lot of times we'll get trades in, we'll get collections for
Yeah.
folks, and they've just got everything piled together. Right,
Yeah.
they got 12 expansions in the main game, and rather than separating it all out, we just sell it as a collection.
yeah, and the seller's not going to separate that stuff. Trust me,
Right.
I've done it twice. The seller is not going to separate out all their ASL stuff.
Yeah, so if you never played Seventh Continent, you want everything, you want a base game and 8 expansions, there you go.
Boom.
Now you got a Seventh Continent.
There you go. You got the expand bundle for Lords of Baseball too, which I might be walking out of here with.
Doesn't sound like a word.
It's not a war game. I saw it on tables, multiple tables.
It's not even a baseball.
At the wow, look at
An
that.
SR-71, there
That's
you go.
oh, I know where to find one. Actually,
go.
the actual plane, not the model. We've got a Air Force base in Dayton that has a fabulous Air Force museum. The Air Force museum, really,
Nice.
without counting the Smithsonian.
Picture of the Iwo Jima box here.
Yeah, which Iwo Jima?
No, the place.
Oh, holy cow!
Place that.
Here's a Fire and Movement random lot.
Ooh, really? Really?
Have any idea what's in it?
Might be a list on
say
on the
there.
box.
50 assorted magazines.
Okay.
We are back in the clearance cave.
Now I'll go sit down and order more games than I should, and you guys can do your interview.
He probably brought. Now, is this like the private gaming room, or?
This This is our private gaming room, yeah. So you
I
can
mean-
reserve this, or we might have a big event going on out there. We got a small event going on in here. So it's got all different.
I totally have your picture.
Sometimes we do our company meetings in here occasionally, or we'll have a department meeting.
I bet if I came home with that, my wife would not be unhappy.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Massive thanks to the patrons of Ardwulf's Lair, whose support and encouragement make what we do at Ardwulf's Lair possible. Thank you, patrons. Links to help support the channel are in the video description, so check out the Patreon, the Ko-Fi, and the merch store, where you can get snazzy Ardwulf's Lair t-shirts, drinking vessels, and other cool swag. There is also an affiliate link for Noble Knight Games in the video description. If you buy stuff through that affiliate link, it helps us support the channel with Noble Knight store credit. Thank you, Noble Knight. Until next time, thanks for watching, and happy gaming.